Hello, thank you for joining me. And I do want to go ahead and talk about something very important that I believe that all women should know. It's your choice to do whatever you want, but I believe all women should know this. They should know the power of abstinence and celibacy. Now let's step on the other side. Body count. Come on, let's talk about it. You heard me. Body count. A lot of women will lower their body count just by having sex with someone that they've already had sex with, right? Because you think doing so, you are not being a hoe, you're not out there in the streets, you're not giving it up. You're just having sex with someone that you've already had sex with, like your safe house, the person that you turn to have sex with whenever you're not dating anyone new or seeing anyone new. Now, I will give you props for trying to do the right thing, because this is you trying to do the right thing, right? By lowering your body count or putting it on pause to sleep with someone that you've already experienced. But what if you're doing it the wrong way? And I say that because you're still racking up mileage, because you're still being used up, you're still single, and you still desire to meet this perfect guy, right? You're going to go to your safe house so he can hold you down in times of need while you're still on a quest to find this perfect guy. That does not make sense. Okay? Are you trying to, this perfect guy, is he going to be any old guy? Or is he going to be a man that values a woman of honor? Remember, you attract what you put out. Just in case if you were never told by a woman that is a part of your life or even a stranger, your body is valuable. Your body is valuable. Your body is valuable. So valuable to the point that men will try to use you, manipulate you, and even steal your goods. And this is no PUSSY power audio/video. This is an empowerment message geared towards women. So let's not get it twisted here. You can click off this video and go over there and get it twisted, but don't come over here and get it twisted. Okay? Now that we've gotten that out the way, let's proceed. When a woman is not abstinent or celibate, this is how the dating world looks to her when she's drawn or attracted to a man. He's fine as hell. He's sexy. I want him, or I want to get to know him. By the time you two are exchanging words, you two as in you and that man that you're so attracted to, by the time you two are exchanging words, the man will sense an openness within you. That openness right there, you don't want that, especially not with a man you're interested in. Just like a woman can look at a man and know immediately that they will have sex, the man in return knows that you will give it up. A man should never know before he's touched your body in a sexual way that he's going to get it. Never. Oh no, let's stop. Let's pause for a second, okay? And really think about this. How in the world would a man that has never touched you in a sexual way know that he's going to get it? That he's going to get that thing? How? I'm not talking about him thinking he could get it or hoping. I'm talking about know. The same way like how you would look at a guy and know that you guys are going to have sex or will have sex. I'm talking about that level of knowledge. How did he get that? And that's where you have to check yourself. How have you been carrying yourself around this man or towards this man? It is disturbing for a man to know he's going to get something so valuable without ever touching you in a sexual way. This is why you must carry yourself with care. Listen, I hope you're not thinking that carrying yourself with care means your apparels. It's not in how you dress, right? Not because a woman has a lot of sex appeal or shows more skin means that she's a hoe or a whore or a slut, whatever you want to call it. It also doesn't mean that if she's covered up that she's a saint. I'm talking about your interaction with a man should be done in care. It should be done with care. There should be absolutely no talking about sex over the phone or in person. No, absolutely not. If you have never been with this person sexually, you should never discuss sex at all. And I know this might sound weird to some people, but let's really talk about it. A man is going to value a woman of honor. He's not going to value a woman that has this openness, so quick to talk about sex, especially if you're doing online dating. That's where you'll really lose in this one. You're setting the tone, the pace for this man, and all he's seeing and hearing is this openness. He's not going to honor and respect you. He won't. He's just going to slide in, do what he needs to do, and bounce out because he is also desiring to be with this perfect woman, and that perfect woman does not have that openness. I can guarantee you that. And the guy that your safe house that you're having sex with, he doesn't see you. He doesn't value you in that way to be in a relationship with you because of the openness, because they desire to be in a relationship with a woman that has honor and value. The worst thing that you could do as a woman, online dating, or whether you met, this guy in person, is to start talking about sex, how freaky you are, what you're into, your favorite positions. Why would you go and talk about these things with this man if you want to be in a relationship? It just makes no sense. It's like you're self-destructing. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to self-destruct. What we're going to do instead is to be direct so that this man knows where you stand. You have to set the tone. You set the tone for how you want him to treat you. So here's the only time you can bring up sex. And you're not going to use the word sex either when you're telling this to him, because certain words that a woman say will make a man lose his train of thoughts. For example, wet, tight, juicy, moist, sex. Those words can throw a man off, right? Especially if he didn't see it coming. So you're not going to use the word sex. You are going to tell him that you are celibate or abstinent. And this is how you would go about saying that. I want to be upfront with you about something that is very important to me. I am celibate or abstinent, and I am not interested, or I don't desire to give myself to a man until we are both emotionally invested in each other and we actually are working towards something long term. That's simple. And guess what? It doesn't matter what he's thinking. He could be the most confident man. Yeah, right. I'm going to get that. Or he could say, well, you know what? This chick, I'm not interested in that. I'm ready to go right now. So I'm going to back off. Or he's going to genuinely say, that's actually the type of relationship that I'm looking for. The reason why I said that it doesn't matter what they say is because even the guy that says, oh, wow, that's the type of relationship that I'm looking for, he could still try you. And that's what I'm saying. You don't know the motive, right? As a woman, because you have something valuable, and a man will lie to you to get it. They'll tell you what you want to hear to get it. This is why you have to protect yourself. But I'll tell you one thing. When you do let this man know this in the beginning, if he was only here just for that, for physical reasons, you will see a shift in his behavior. He's not going to communicate with you the same way. He's going to be more distant because he's not interested and he doesn't have the time to waste. And then the guy who wants to chase, who's like, no, I'm going to conquer that. I'm going to conquer you. That guy, he's coming in full force, okay? He's coming in from beginning. He's going to keep the same energy as if he was handling another woman that didn't tell him that has that openness. He's going to handle you the same way as a woman that has that openness. And then the guy that's saying, "Oh yeah, that's not something I'm interested in." I mean, good. Thank you for making it easier for me to move on right along. And listen, don't go out there lying to these people's sons and saying you're celibate when you're not. When a woman is celibate or refrains from sexual activity altogether, she is in a league of her own. A man sees her as more valuable. Not every man, because like I said, there are men who will still handle you the same way he handles a woman with that openness. But nonetheless, you are a woman of value because you will carry yourself differently when you go months and months without having sex. A man will be able to sense that as well. Just like how a man is able to sense that openness in a woman, he'll be able to sense the honor in you because you will not have that openness. He will know that even the guy who acts as if you have the openness, even him, he knows that he had to work. He had to put real, genuine work in order to get you, right? But he's still doing what he wants nonetheless. But what I'm saying is they know when you don't have that openness, men know. They know what they're up against. This video is much longer than anticipated, so I will go ahead and create a part 2. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.